Now, to finish this off and get it to all work, is to modify the calendar application so it looks in the right place for these. So what we're going to need are some using statements, just like we have up there. So we're now going to want to do using calendar appointments. That's not happy with that. And it's still saying it doesn't know where calendar appointments is. What the only thing we need to do is when you, at the moment, now it's still, these two projects now, although they're in the same solution, are completely different projects. And so we need to tell the compiler where this namespace can be found. And so what we need to do is add a reference. You see, one thing you're probably not going to take out is all these references. We add a reference here, and we'll just to the project. And you can see it's listing the projects available to us. And suddenly that little line goes away, and that line went away. Now, what we're going to have to do is just do this the same in any other file that uses. So let's just copy that line. So if we look at how it's built now, you can see that we're actually building two separate projects to that solution. And if we run it, we now have, we're back to the application we started with. But what we have now is the application built very differently. It's worthwhile just looking at what has been created. This is the project now. This is the solution folder for that. So we've got our solution file. And you see now we've got two folders there. We've got calendar appointments and calendar application. And because calendar application is the main project, things are still going to get built. All the executables are going to get put in there. And it's worthwhile looking underneath this. Because if we look down here, at the moment it's being built for debug. So this is where the executable files are being placed. Now there's a lot in here, but most of them aren't really that relevant. The key points are calendar application, that is our exe file. And we now have calendar appointments. And you see it's actually listed as an application extension. Well, that's what that is in one way. So yeah, if we were going to ship this application now, those are the two files that we need to ship. The rest of this stuff here is really Visual Studio stuff. We have some configuration information. The debug files are symbols to help the debugger do this stuff. And these things listed as VS Host are Visual Studio process to just run your application. But the key, but if we wanted to ship this application now, those are the two files that we want to ship. Calendar application there and the calendar appointments are the two things we would want to ship. Now ideally though, what we would want to do is, at the moment we're building for debug. So to make, but if we were really going to ship this application now, we really do want to just change all the configurations so that we build for release. When you build for release, what it does is take out quite a bit of debug information, making it and doing some more optimization. Again, the difference between debug and release often depends on how much there is a difference. Depends on the language you're using. If you're using C++, usually building for release has some really significant speed improvements. C#